From Athens, Ohio at Ohio Softball Field, the Bobcats continue Mid-American Conference play as they welcome Bowling Green, the Falcons at 13-7 and 1-2 in Mid-American Conference play. Visit us in Athens, and the Bobcats at 7-15, 1-2 in conference play. Hi there, and welcome into today's broadcast. Thanks so much for allowing us into your workday or whatever it is you're doing at 12:55 on this. I don't know, Samantha, what day is it? Along with Samantha Spinelli, my name's Jake Cremata, and no, I'm actually serious, Sam. What day is it? It just seems like all these days collide into one.
Well, today is Friday. It would be
right.
game day, here in Athens. But this is a really exciting game that we have today. Two really great competitive teams. BG definitely has a better pitching lineup from what we've seen, but that doesn't mean that OU is counted out or anything. OU has a lot older of a team with players like Allie and Caroline and Tori and Megan, all of these really great women that are kind of holding the fort down for the Bobcats. But like we mentioned with the pitchers, they have a great pitcher in Peyton Gottschall, who was MAC Freshman Pitcher of the Year last year. She's already been MAC Pitcher 3 times this year. So she's really great and going to hold the fort down for them as well. But Kenzie Roark, the coach for Bobcats, said that the MAC is really even right now. Both teams are 1-2 in the MAC, so I think this is going to be a really great matchup today, Jake.
Yeah, it would be a fun series to say the least. It's cold. There's an overcast. Wind is blowing as well out towards left field. It's going to be a day where routine fly balls will carry a little bit as well. But like Sam just mentioned, Ohio coming off a loss to Ohio State at OSF 61. That was a close, 6-1, you think. Not really a close contest, but the Bobcats put themselves in a position to win that ball game. But unfortunately, they came up just a tad short. However, their last Mid-American Conference series was at Buffalo. They lost 2 of 3. In fact, Buffalo had walk-offs in games 1 and 2 of that series. Walk-off homer in game 1 and a walk-off fielder's choice in game 2. So they did win game 3, however, by a score of 10-2. So they definitely bounced back in that one. As for Bowling Green, they too in their first MAC series of the season lost 2 of 3 to Northern Illinois in Bowling Green. They lost 1-0, 5-3, and they took the series finale 7-3. And a ball club that hit .263 for that whole entire series. Their ERA was .257, despite Peyton Gottschall, who we'll see inside the circle for the Falcons today. She was spectacular in that contest, and we'll talk more about that. But both teams, Sam, too, they start 1-2 in conference play. I'm not going to say that they're pressing early because there's a lot of Mid-American Conference play left, but still. The opportunity to get at 500 and above today in this whole weekend for these two teams.
Yeah, absolutely. We mentioned before that it's hard to tell how these teams are going to do based upon some of their pre-conference play because they played really good teams, and we saw Ohio put up a really great fight against Marshall. But like you mentioned before, Bowling Green also has some really great players as well, and they won 3 out of their 4 games in the Lady Bison Classic that they played in not too long ago as well. So I'm excited for this game. I think it's going to be really close and a really great game to watch.
Yeah, we're going to see two teams that are top 3 in the Mid-American Conference in offense. Ohio at 266 as a team. They average, they were 5th in the MAC in batting average. However, 152 hits this year. That ranks 3rd in the conference. Bowling Green's team average is 2nd, 282. They carry an ERA of 266 as well. That's 2nd in the conference. But we're going to step aside real quick for the national anthem. We'll be right back on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Warehouse Tire in Athens is your locally owned and operated auto and truck tire center. At Warehouse Tire, we focus on customer service with a professional staff and a huge inventory of wheels and tires for a variety of applications, including farm and industrial. We feature top brands including Michelin, BF Goodrich, and Uniroyal. Warehouse Tire is also a full-service auto service shop. Let us help with all of your under-vehicle maintenance, including brakes, shocks, struts, and alignments. Visit Warehouse Tire on Hebbardsville Road in Athens or online at warehousetireinc.com.
Ticket Smarter is glad we are back to holding live events. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or on the app. Buying tickets at TicketSmarter will help support children in need. For every ticket transaction on TicketSmarter, $1 will be donated to a children's charity. TicketSmarter is proud to be the official ticketing partner of Ohio University Athletics. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
Located on 741 East State Street, Steak and Shake is serving up handmade milkshakes, fresh pressed steak burgers, and crispy shoestring fries cooked right to order. Kick off your day with our breakfast served until 11 a.m. And don't forget to join us for happy hour drinks and shakes on weekdays from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m.
Left corner for 3, bang! And oh baby, what a first half it's been.
In sight, it must be right. We'll see you there at Steak and Shake Athens.
Back in Athens, chilly day, brisk one. The wind is blowing out towards left field today, so once again, those routine fly balls are going to fly out of here. And who knows, put the bat on the ball, something good might happen for you. Let's go through today's starting lineups. We start with the visiting Bowling Green Falcons at 13-7 and 1-2 in Mid-American Conference play. We start off with their leadoff hitter, Greta L'Esperance, the center fielder, hitting .348 this year in 24 hits, tied most with the woman who's on deck behind her, Peyton Doles, the left fielder. She's number 10. Bailey Sample, the freshman, hitting .286 this season, is in the 3 spot, followed by the catcher, Reagan Williamson, in that cleanup spot. Lexi Carver's next in the 5 hole. She's a second baseman today and swinging .255. After her, Sophie Weber, the first baseman, with Peyton Ham following her, the right fielder, in the 7 spot. And Madison Hendricks, the DP, and Sarah Gonzalez, the third baseman, round out Bowling Green's offensive 9. Defensively, for Ohio, start off at first base with Carolyn Spacek. At second base, the freshman Lauren Uhas. At shortstop, Megan McMenemy, the 5th year. At third base is Analia Paoli. In the outfield, from left to right, we have Yasmin Logan in left. Allie Englert back in the lineup after a dislocated shoulder at center field. And in right field, down the right field line, is Tori Walker for Ohio. Behind the dish, Brooke Rice. And inside the circle for Ohio is Mackenzie Cole, the senior from Corona Del Mar, California. Infield play is in for L'Esperance. The first pitch of today's contest is bunted foul behind home plate. And we're underway from OSF in Southeast Ohio as the Bobcats and the Bowling Green Falcons look to hop up to 500 in conference play this season. Both teams at 1-2. 0-1 to start to L'Esperance. Along with Sam Spinelli, Jay Cremata with you. Thanks so much for allowing us onto your devices this afternoon. Next pitch from Cole, in there for a strike, outside and high, 0-2. Mackenzie Cole, 5.87 ERA, her 15th start and 15th appearance this season. Carries a record of 5-8 coming into this chilly afternoon. The 0-2 is up high, ball 1. So it's 1-2. Infield still playing in on L'Esperance, .348 hitter this year, 24 hits and 3 RBIs. Next pitch to her, slapped above the shortstop, McMenemy's head, and down into shallow left field for a base hit. It's off the tip of McMenemy's glove, and L'Esperance gets her 25th hit this year and a leadoff single for Bowling Green. And Sam, that's a big leadoff single for these Falcons to begin this game.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something that they definitely needed coming into this game. That I know from when I was playing, that first batter up, that first at-bat, and they're already on base, that's a huge morale boost for you and the whole team, and a great way for the Falcons to start off the day. Another
fantastic hitter for BG, Peyton Doles. Skies one foul and out of the facility off to the right. And 0-1 to start for Doles. .375 hitter this year. 24 hits. She's gone yard twice. And 20 RBIs. This is a Bowling Green team. It's .282 as a team. That sits second in the Mid-American Conference. Their pitching's just as good at 2.66 ERA. Runner breaks for second base. The throw down is in time. Oh, Brooke Rice threw a BB to get Greta L'Esperance. L'Esperance is, without a doubt, BG's best base runner. In fact, her 44 career stolen bases sits 4th all time for BG. And Brooke Rice said, number 45 is going to have to wait. Doles pops up left side of the infield, and Paoli under it. She'll make the catch left of the circle. So, with that, 2 down for BG. And what a test, too, by L'Esperance to, I guess, test the arm of Brooke Rice. And it's funny, too, because we were talking to Kenzie Roark actually yesterday about this series. And she said this about Brooke Rice. I mean, Georgia has one of the best defensive coaches in the country. And he said that, I mean, Brooke Rice has one of the best arms he has seen. And he made the argument that, I mean, her arm's one of the best in the country. And she goes to school here in Athens, Ohio. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, power to Greta for going for it, but it's hard to test against that Brooke Rice arm. I knew with that play that she was going to be out right there, and sure enough, no match against Brooke Rice.
Here's the 1-0, swing and a miss to Bailey Sample. 1-1 the count, 2 down. No score in Athens in the top half of the first. And Bailey Sample, a lot of high praise for the 5'5" freshman from Benicia, California. Described as special, loves softball, all about softball. Next pitch. Misses high and away. 2-1. Sarah Willis, their head coach, said, and I had to ask her, someone who's all about softball, does Bailey Sample take a break? Coach Willis said occasionally. But this kid is all about the sport. She just wants to get better and better. She slaps one on the ground through the left side hole, the base hit. And 2 hits this inning for Bowling Green. And if Les Perrons didn't get gunned on a stolen base attempt, and for the first time this year she was thrown out. She was 15 for 15 before that. And leave it to Brooke Rice to retire somebody with a stat like that. Reagan Williamson, cleanup hitter for the Falcons. 368 hitter, 21 hits this year. She's gone yard 4 times. 2 down, 1 on. And she pops up, right side, foul ground. Spot check calls everybody off. No, never mind. It's Juhas, the freshman, who takes charge and makes the catch for out number 3. So Bowling Green, 2 hits. They leave 1 on those. The Bobcats grab the bats here at OSF. No score. We'll be right back on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
If you can dream it, you can do it. Maybe your dream is to have a vacation cabin in the woods. Or maybe your dream is to open up a cat cafe.
Who ordered the milk?
At Ohio University Credit Union, your dreams are our dreams, and we have the money to lend that will make them a reality. OUCU offers great loan rates, flexible terms, and fast responses on your application. Not a member? You can join. Really? Stop by a branch or visit oucu.org. Equal housing opportunity. Loan subject to credit approval. Federally insured by NCUA. MLS number 433809.
When you order your groceries online with ClickList from Kroger, you can do your shopping anytime, anywhere, like the gym, the office, or your favorite comfy couch. And whether you place your order on your phone, tablet, or computer, it's still your neighborhood Kroger. So you'll find all the fresh choices, low prices, and great deals you love. And you'll save time, too. Try ClickList from Kroger with same-day pickup. Check it out at Kroger.com. Fresh food, low prices at Kroger.
After the first, coming up here at OSF, the Bobcats offensively look like this. There's no score with Allie Inglet back in the lineup after a dislocated shoulder against Marshall. 362 hitter leads us off. Carolyn Spacek is next, and Megan McMenemy in the hole this inning for Ohio. Analia Paoli hits cleanup for the Bobcats, followed by the DP, Sophia Bernard. Tori Walker's in the 6th spot for the Cats, followed by the catcher, Brooke Rice, having her career best offensive year. Yasmin Logan and Lauren Juhas round out Ohio's offensive 9. And defensively for Bowling Green, Weber's at first, with Carver at second base, Sample, the freshman, at short, and then Gonzalez in the hot corner at third base with Williamson behind the dish. Dolest down the left field line for BG, Lesperance in center, and Ham down the right field line. Peyton Gottschall inside the circle for Bowling Green, an impressive right-hander, an ERA 1.58. 8-4 record this year, her 15th appearance and 12th start as Allie Inglet checks at a pitch. She went around, nothing in 1 to start. 75 1/3 innings of work for Gottschall this year. Just 51 hits, 23 runs allowed, 17 of them earned. Opponents hit 185 against Gottschall this year. That tests Ohio's lineup that hits 266 as a team, as Inglet shows bunt, pulls back, 1-1 the count. Get this, Gottschall, 128 strikeouts, just 14 walks. How about that strikeout to walk ratio, huh? 1-1 count to Inglet. Here's the next pitch. Upstairs, called the strike, 1-2. Going to be a tough one for Ohio's offense, Sam.
Yeah, I was really impressed with Gottschall when I was doing my research about Bowling Green. Initially, I even remember coming to you and saying, we've got to watch out because Gottschall has insane stats, and I knew she's going to be a test for these Bobcats today.
The 1-2 misses high and wide. Inglet lays off, 2-2. Yeah, and you look at what she's been able to do in her career as well. just her third year with the Falcons, including a shortened 2020 season. She has already added her name to several lists record-wise. 10.3 strikeouts per 7 innings as Inglet fouls one off at the plate, so she remains alive.
Yeah, she had a 1.93 ERA in 2020 and a 1.87 ERA in 21. Those are insane. And already she has a similar ERA for this year alone.
Now ranked third in school history in career Ks. And just 364 innings pitched. 538 career strikeouts. It's a lot of Ks. Here's the 2-2. Upstairs, Inglet leaves it. Counts full. But we have to talk about the career that Allie Inglet's had here in Athens. 5'5" senior, Long Beach, California native. Back in the lineup. She missed the Buffalo series, and also she could have probably played against Ohio State, but the coaches wanted to save her for this weekend. She slaps one in the air, left field line, curling foul, but making the play is Dulles. And down goes Allie Inglet in her first at bat since her dislocated shoulder. Dulles made a fantastic play. She charged into foul grounds, left of that left field line, and made the catch. And I wouldn't say crashed up against that side wall, but she made contact with it. She definitely ran into it.
Yeah, that ball was easily going to go foul if she didn't catch it, so that was a great catch by her.
Yeah, Carolyn Spacek steps in, first baseman, .293 hitter this year. They call her Carol, 5'6" senior, first pitch to her. Up in the zone and called the strike. Questionable. All right, 0-1. Beaumont, Texas native. Had a cool conversation with Carolyn earlier this year about returning home for a non-conference tournament. Next pitch, foul tipped back at the screen, 0-2, but she was excited to go home, Sam.
Yeah, Carol was great to talk to. She told her coach Kenzie that all she wanted to do was go back to Texas for some non-conference play, and they finally made that happen her senior year. She told me she was ecstatic to have all her family come and watch her in Beaumont. She told me about all the great food that her and her family was going to eat down there by Louisiana and southern Texas. It was an awesome conversation with her.
And they played in the tournament at Lamar. Swings through a pitch, strike 3, and Spacek's down on strikes. First K today for Gottschall, her 129th this year and 537th for her career now. And the 3-spot hitter, Megan McMenemy, shortstop, 306 hitter this season, steps up. Coming into today with a 6-game hit streak, McMenemy, and also a hit in 7 of her last 8 games. Westerville, Ohio native. She's a 5th year. Faced her former team at Ohio State. She swings through an upstairs pitch, 0-1 to start. McMenemy in these last 6 games, she's 10 for 27, hitting .370, 5 extra base hits, a pair of doubles, a pair of triples, and a long ball. Leaves the pitch upstairs, 1-1.
She's a really accomplished player, too. She set her high school records in hits, home runs, RBIs, runs scored, and stolen bases.
You have a career like that, several D1s are going to look at you, especially Big State up in Columbus. Here's the 1-1. It's swung on, hit high, deep right center field. This ball is gone! Her second this year. And the 5th year puts Ohio up 1-0 in the home half of the first. Rare mistake by Peyton Gottschall. Left it high. And McMenemy took it out of the park. That brings up Analia Paoli, the third baseman. And they call her P, the right-hander. Steps in, .333 swinger this year, 21 hits. Speaking of the long ball, she's done it twice. She fouls one back to the screen, 0-1. One thing, too, about Ohio's home run hitting, they're 18th as a team. They're nearly averaging a homer per game. That sits 4th in the conference. And this offense is just great. The pitching at times can come back to bite them. Here's the 0-1. Outside. Good eye from Paoli. Her 21 hits up there, too, on the Bobcats roster. And Kenzie Roark saying that her approach is just more mature from last year. The pitch. Check swing. She boots it foul off to the right. 1-2. And Roark said earlier, I mean, sometimes as a freshman you make moments that are not that big, but as a freshman you make them a little bigger than they need to be. She was saying Paoli this year, it's just she's just more mature at the plate, and she's noticed that. The 1-2. Slapped foul again off to the right.
Kenzie said, too, that they have a lot of players that are on the bench that are working really hard to get up and out onto the field. And she said it's a great problem to have, so lots of great talent to come up for the Bobcats.
Yeah, fantastic talent, to say the least. And this young woman's one of them. Just a sophomore, stands 5'8", from Point Marion, Pennsylvania. The 1-2. In the air, third base bag side, and caught by Gonzalez. All right, home half of the first in the books. Megan McManamy goes deep to give Ohio 1-0 lead. We head to the second. Bowling Green grabs the bats, and we'll be right back on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
These days, we're all doing a lot more virtually, which is why at Ohio Health, we've expanded our virtual care options and availability to make it even easier to get safe, expert care at home. That includes virtual visits with over 1,000 trusted providers in every medical specialty. Learn more about our virtual health options at ohiohealth.com/virtualhealth.
Let's go Cats. Let's go Labatt Blue Light. When you drink a Precite and be good at beer. Always enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2021 Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York. All rights reserved. Labatt, registered U.S. trademark of Labatt Brewing Company, Ltd.
Headed to the top half of the second inning alongside Samantha Spinelli. Jake Hermata with you. As Ohio leads 1-0 on Bowling Green to start this three-game series. Solo shot to right center by Megan McManamy, her second long ball this year. Gives Mackenzie Cole some cushion inside the pitcher circle as Cole's first pitch this inning outside and away to Lexi Carver. Ball one.
Lots of action so far. This is already a really exciting game, and rolling in the top of the second.
Yeah, fantastic game so far. But Bowling Green's offense, no joke, to say the least. I mean, especially someone like Carver, 255 hitter this year. And ball was thrown, and Brooke Rice rolled it to Analia Paoli at third. Interesting. 2-0 count. Lexi Carver, 5'5" redshirt freshman from Spencer, Indiana. A Louisville transfer. She missed last year, though, due to an injury. She played 5 games in that shortened 2020 season. As Cole misses outside. Now a 3-0 hitters count to Carver. One thing with Carver, as she has a 3-0 count right now, she leads the MAC in walks per game and also total walks. 14 walks this year. There's a strike, outside corner, 3-1. A little get-me-over strike from Cole. Also, sack bunts, a contest as well. So Carver, very unselfish, disciplined at the plate. That's what those two statistics tell you. The 3-1. Strike again. She thought that was ball 4. And Kenzie Coles worked back from a 3-0 to a 3-2 count. Cole eyes Roark at the third base dugout. Here's the 3-2. Slapped on the ground to third. Paoli gloves, throws out number 1. Routine 5-3 put out there and easy for Paoli in front of the third base bag.
And you mentioned before how great she is. She's only a sophomore, but she's already proven to be one of the best players of this team and has really proven to be a successful member of her team so far this year.
Yeah, without a doubt. Sophie Weber, first baseman, 367 swinger this year. Just 1 for 7, though, in the last series with NIU. Did have an RBI in game 3. Acts and misses, strike 1. Weber, 5'9" sophomore, Springboro, Ohio. I'm talking to Sarah Willis before the game, too. I mentioned, she's really loves recruiting in the state of Ohio. Foul ball behind the backstop on a play, nothing in two. Because I asked her, I said, hey, it's cool that you have, some girls from a certain area in the state. And she said, yeah, the longer I've been here, the more I've realized that there's a ton of talent around here, and I need to get them to my team. Young team, too, just two upperclassmen in this lineup. The pitch is foul tipped back into the mid of Brooke Rice. That's a strikeout. And Cole's first today and her 52nd on the season.
Ironically, you mentioned she wants to keep her talent from Ohio, but Sophie Weber was born in Germany.
Wow.
So she is from Ohio, but born in Germany, which is really cool to think about.
Not many people can say that.
Not me.
You sure?
I'm positive. I was born in Cleveland.
Peyton Ham, the right fielder, steps up with with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch from Cole is outside and high. 1-0. 1-0 ball game. Megan McMenemy for Ohio. Lifted Ohio to a 1-0 lead. Homered to right center. Kenzie Coles, 1-0 pitch. Called the strike outside corner. 1-1. 5'7" senior Peyton Ham. Coach Willis was telling us earlier that the upperclassmen on this team are referred to as the grandparents.
Yeah, especially since there's so few of them.
The 1-1 is lifted high in the air to right field. Under it, Walker. She makes a two-handed squeeze. And Bowling Green goes 3 up, 3 down. They're down 1-0 to Ohio as we head to the home half of the second. Green and white, they grab the bats. This is the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
We've all seen the tragedies associated with drug activity and impaired driving in our state. This is Trooper Conkler of the High State Highway Patrol's Athens Post. We need everyone's help to keep drugs out of our communities, keep impaired drivers off our roads, and get people to make good decisions when driving. Traffic and community safety is the responsibility of everyone. You can do your part in calling pound 677 to report drug activity and impaired or reckless drivers to law enforcement. Together we can make Ohio a safer place to live and travel.
Let O'Neill Hartman Insurance show you how Grange's strong value and fast claim service delivers league-leading coverage. O'Neill Hartman Insurance will find you a Grange auto policy that balances competitive rates and a responsive Grange claim service. O'Neill Hartman Insurance considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call O'Neill Hartman at 740-797-4685 or visit them online at o'neillhartman.com.
Back in Athens on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield, along with Sam Spinelli, Jay Cremata, Jordan Bose producing our stream as well. Home half of the second, and Ohio leads Bowling Green 1-0. Megan McMenemy's solo shot to right center put the Bobcats ahead in the early goings of our doubleheader today, as Sophia Bernard takes a first pitch strike from Peyton Gottschall, and it's 0-1 to start. The DP, 240 hitter this year. 6 hits. And right-hander. Next pitch. Lifted over our heads here at press area. 0-2. Bernard, 5'6" junior from Canton. She was one wind gust away from a home run against Ohio State. 1 for 3 with a double. Her first double of the year, but she does have 2 home runs this year. Both of them at Buffalo. She was 2 for 10 in that series. Gottschall leaves it high, 1-2. She's played in 10 games, 22 possible contests that Ohio has played this year, and she has started 6 straight. And in those 6 games, she's 5 for 20. 3 ribbies, 2 homers, and a double. Foul tip at the plate, stays alive, 1-2 still. And that's what you want to see from your DP. Extra base hits on extra base hits on extra base hits. And that's why Coach Rourke wants her in the lineup. She's just seeing the ball well. Here's the 1-2. Outside, count runs even. Tori Walker on deck, Brooke Rice in the hole. 5, 6, 7 batters due up for Ohio this inning. We are playing 2 7 innings, and then a game starting at noon tomorrow. Here's the pitch. Too tight. Counts full. We are playing, we were supposed to play 2 tomorrow, but typical Ohio forecast of snow.
That's absurd.
The 3-2 pops her up right side. This one's curling behind home plate. The catcher, Williamson, makes the catch.
That was a close call for her.
Yeah, it was. I believe it was Gonzalez who raced in there as well and fell to the dirt for a hot second. But Sophia Bernard, a P2 behind home plate, as Tori Walker steps in. 280 hitter this year, 7 hits. The right fielder has 6 total RBIs. Hails from Plain City, Ohio. Took a gap year last year. Transferred from Winthrop. Here's the pitch. Turns on it, foul, left side. 0-1. Very unique story, too, for Walker. Her sister's on this team, too, and after that gap year, she decided she wanted to play softball again, so what'd she do? Called Coach Roark and said, hey, I'm interested. And can you turn down somebody who hit 277 her last year of Division I softball? No, you can't.
No, and she's a great asset for this team. She had 1 home run against Marshall this year, 280 batting average. She's a really great asset, 5th year from Plain City. Glad to see her back on the Bobcat team.
Getting that 1-year coaching and admin degree. She turns on one and lifts it high, but instead it's curling into Ohio's bullpen. Foul. 0-2. I should say 1-2. 1-0 Ohio lead on Bowling Green. Megan McMenemy's solo home run back in the first inning has been the only run thus far in the bottom of the second. 1 for 2 against Ohio State, Walker. She had the double that scored the lone run for Ohio in that game. 1-2 is too far off the plate. 2-2 in this righty-on-righty matchup. Gottschall sets the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Second K today for Gottschall. 130 now for her on the year. Just a pitch off the plate and chased after by Walker. Quick 2 up, 2 down for Ohio. Brooke Rice at the plate, the catcher. 5'11", 5th year from Mason, Ohio. The pitch. High and tight. Oh, strike 1. Here's the one thing about Brooke Rice. She's off to her best offensive year by far. Hit 202 last year, 227 in the shortened COVID year. And here she is hitting north of 300. 304. Takes the ball high, 1-1.
Not only is she a force to be reckoned with behind the plate, she's a force to be reckoned with at the plate.
The 1-1. Outside. And a strike, 1-2. Yeah, and Coach Roark's just saying, you know, her approach has changed and she's willing to take walks, which is true. I mean, she's been on base 8 of the last 9 games. She's walked 6 times in that span. The 1-2 upstairs, 2-2. And even though her hitting numbers, she's 4 of 23 in the last 9 games. She's still been on base, and that's what matters most. You give your team the chance. Get on base. Of the 22 games Ohio's played this year, Rice has been on base 20 of them. The 2-2 with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Ohio goes in order 1-2-3. Gottschall picks up 2 Ks this inning, and we head to the third. Ohio 1, Bowling Green 0 in game 1 of our doubleheader. We step aside on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
We've all seen the tragedies associated with drug activity and impaired driving in our state. This is Trooper Conkler of the High State Highway Patrol's Athens Post. We need everyone's help to keep drugs out of our communities, keep impaired drivers off our roads, and get people to make good decisions when driving. Traffic and community safety is the responsibility of everyone. You can do your part in calling pound 677 to report drug activity and impaired or reckless drivers to law enforcement. Together we can make Ohio a safer place to live and travel.
Let O'Neill Hartman Insurance show you how Grange's strong value and fast claim service delivers league-leading coverage. O'Neill Hartman Insurance will find you a Grange auto policy that balances competitive rates and responsive Grange claim service. O'Neill Hartman Insurance considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call O'Neill Hartman at 740-797-4685 or visit them online at o'neillhartman.com.
Eight, 9-1 batters due up in inning number 3 for Bowling Green. Falcons trail Ohio 1-0. Megan McMenemy's solo shot to right center put Ohio up early in this game, back in the home half of the first. Madison Hendricks, the DP, Sarah Gonzalez on deck, and Greta L'Esperance in the hole for BGSU. Mackenzie Cole still inside the circle for Ohio. First pitch this inning. Slapped foul right side over the first base dugout. 0-1. 250 hitter this year, Madison Hendricks. 4 hits. She's gone yard twice. Brought in 7 runs. Hendricks, 5'9" sophomore from Greenup, Illinois. The pitch. Another foul off to the right. Cole with a 0-2 count on Hendricks. Both teams 1-2 in conference play. They dropped their opening series. Ohio at Buffalo, and Bowling Green hosted Northern Illinois. The 0-2. Hendricks leaves it high. Both teams wearing white today. Definite mix-up somewhere along the way.
Yeah, at least green and orange is a little bit better of a differentiator. I know I've had a lot worse to deal with than this.
1-2. Another foul. Behind home plate and out of play. Count remains 1-2. And it's also just typical Ohio. When I mean Ohio weather. A couple of days ago when Ohio State was in town, we had over 1,000 people here, and everybody was in shorts and T-shirts, and here we are all bundled up. Winter hats, blankets for a doubleheader. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, but a drop third strike. Rice chases it down. Guns to first in time for the strikeout.
I honestly think that weather can make a huge difference, too, going from 60 and T-shirts on Tuesday to now we're pretty bundled up.
Yeah.
The wind is really, really high right now. It's super cold, especially here in the press box, so I can't imagine how the girls are feeling down there on the field.
You know, you'd almost trade the upper 40s, low 50s for a couple of days ago and have the 70 sunny today for your doubleheader. But then again, if the weather was great this weekend, we'd only be playing one today.
This is true.
Sarah Gonzalez at the plate, the 9-spot hitter for BG. Her first at bat today, hitting .213 this season. 1 down, nobody on the pitch. She waves at it for strike 1. Gonzalez, 10 hits this year. With the top of the order on deck for Bowling Green. Down 1-0 to Ohio. Top half of the third. Another wave and miss for Gonzalez. Good pitches by Ohio's Mackenzie Cole.
And Sarah's been in every game that she started so far with the Falcons, so great to see her here.
Don't think we've talked about Mackenzie Cole enough. The 5'7" senior from Corona Del Mar, California. Here's the 0-2. Good waist pitch, high and wide. I mean, against Ohio State, she pitched her 11th complete game. Her career most was last year. She pitched 17 complete games. Last year, she threw 7 shutout innings against Bowling Green and 5 strikeouts. Strike 3. Swing and a miss for Sarah Gonzalez. And when she had 5 last year against this Falcons team, here she has 3 already, and we're in the top half of the third. 2 outs and nobody on for BG.
Cole is a huge asset to this team, especially because Ohio only has 3 pitchers and one of them is out right now. She is pretty much holding this fort down. She plays a lot of games and will most likely see a lot of action this game and the next one.
Yeah, we'll probably see Kylie Kofeld in game 2 for Ohio, the transfer from Duke. First pitch to Greta L'Esperance, misses high, 1-0 to count, or 1-0 the count. Yeah, Mackenzie Cole, I mean, these pitchers have just been put through the ringer off when you look at the non-conference schedule. Next pitch, show a bunt, lays it down. Oh, they called it fair. The throw to first base in time by half step. Brooke Rice fielded that one in fair territory and retired L'Esperance. We head to the home half of the third with Ohio leading Bowling Green 1-0. We step aside on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
You expect world-class primary care from Memorial Health System. It's time to expect more, much more. Our patients now also get free virtual urgent care. So expect our expertise everywhere and answers anytime for free. No one else offers this because we're reinventing primary care. So find out more and expect more today from Memorial Health System.
The past year and a half, we've all been part of unprecedented times that have been heavy. At Integrated Services for Behavioral Health, we have been here for you throughout the heaviness of the pandemic and will continue to be here for you whenever you need us. Checking in on your behavioral health and well-being is more important than ever. If you feel like you can benefit from home or community-based support, counseling, peer recovery support, and a myriad of other services we offer, please call us at 800-321-8293. We're here for you.
Bobcats with the bats in the home half of the third. They have a 1-0 lead on Bowling Green in game 1 of our doubleheader this afternoon. Solo home run by Megan McMenemy. It's also Ohio's only hit this game. Bowling Green has 2 hits and no runs. And Ohio was sat down in order 1-2-3 back in the second. We start with Yasmin Logan, Lauren Uhas, the 8-9 batters, and Allie Inglet topside for Ohio in the hole. Peyton Gottschall inside the circle for BG. First pitch to Logan. She bloops it right side, bounces twice, throws to first, and not in time. Logan beats out the throw. Carver took her time, charging in, and Logan beat the throw. They're calling that a leadoff single. And number 8 on the year for Logan. Logan, the 5'5" sophomore from Pittsburgh, stands on first with the leadoff single. And Lauren Uhas at the dish, 259 hitter, the second baseman, and freshman from West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. 0-3 against Ohio State, played 2 games at Buffalo. Fouls wanted back to the screen, 0-1 to start. She was 3 for 5 in the 2 games at Buffalo, double and 3 runs scored. Gottschall looks for her signs at the first base dugout. The 0-1 pitch, runner breaks for second base. It's a ball. The throw down to second is not in time. And Yasmin Logan's at second base with a stolen bag. Boy, you love to see that from the sophomore. I mean, Kenzie Roark complimented her speed yesterday. It's the reason why defensively she is so big in the outfield. But that's just Logan's second stolen base this year in 2 attempts. Here's the 1-1 deal. Swing and a miss. Still a good cut by Uhas. 1-2 with a runner in scoring position at second base for Ohio. Top of the order on deck. The 1-2 leaves it high.
You mentioned Uhas was from Pennsylvania. Doing some digging on her, I saw that her favorite football team was the Steelers, and that's because her dad played for the Steelers back in the day.
I mean, even being from that area, I mean, that's
Steelers country.
Incredible, yeah. The 2-2 leaves it high and wide. Counts full. Big pitch coming up this far here in the home half of the third. Runner in scoring position at second. Nobody down either for Ohio. Already a 1-0 lead on Bowling Green. The full count delivery. Nubs it inside jam job at foul. Count stays 3-2. Yeah, West Mifflin Area High School, 4-time letter winner. Softball and basketball, multi-sport athlete. Gottschall's ready. The 3-2. Strike 3 call. Gottschall's got 4 strikeouts now today. And 132 on the year.
I told you at the beginning, Gottschall is going to be a force to be reckoned with. She's already got 4 strikeouts on the day.
Yeah, but she did make one mistake to Megan McMenemy, who launched one out to right center field back in the first. And
that was a great hit by her.
Yeah. 1-0 Ohio lead, and Allie Inglett at the plate. 0 for 1 today. Fly out to left. Shows bunt, pulls back. Strike 1. She is a slap hitter, Allie Inglett. And one of the best and most consistent hitters in Ohio softball history. 213 hits in her career. Recently surpassed Shailene Petrich, who had 212 back in from 07 to 2010. Allie's second all time. Lifts one foul, left side, 0-2.
And I was going to mention, I'm sure the Bobcats are thrilled to have her back. She's arguably their best hitter on the team with a .362 hitting average. So glad to see that she was okay after that scary incident against Marshall.
Yeah, you definitely want, if someone's hitting .362 this year, you want them in your lineup.
Absolutely.
Lefty on righty matchup. Runner on second base, the 0-2. Outside, Inglett doesn't chase, 1-2. Inning started with Yasmin Logan. Leadoff single and stole second base. Opportunity for Ohio to add more cushion to their 1-0 lead. 1 down. Gottschall's 1-2. Upstairs, Inglett looks at it, 2-2. Inglett's only had 5 games this year without a hit. Crazy to think about. And quick call of time. I think there was a softball in the on-deck circle that Spacek puts away. Can't have that. 2-2 count. Runner on second. The pitch. Hit in the air, high to left field. Ranging back is Dolis in front of the track. Makes the two-handed catch. Logan tags from second base. Slides head first into third. And Inglett does her job. She advances the runner. Back-to-back F7s, though, for Inglett as Carolyn Spacek returns to the lineup. Struck out on 3 pitches her first go-around. And another insurance run 60 feet away for Ohio. 1-0 lead after McMenemy's solo shot to right center back in the first. Righty-on-righty matchup, Gottschall checks her wrist guard. Here's the first pitch. Foul tip. Spacek this year, she was 0 for 4 against Ohio State. Just her 9th game played this year without a hit. However, she's found land 6 of her last 9 games. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Late on the swing that time. 0-2. 2 gone for Ohio. Bottom half of the third. Insurance run sitting at third base. And Yasmin Logan, who had a leadoff single to start this inning. The 0-2. Strike 3 call. Spacek's down on strikes. Her second K today. And Peyton Gottschall, 5 Ks so far through 3. Bowling Green grabs the bats. We come back after this on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Bobcat fans, the Hugh White family of dealerships is your hometown Athens dealer. And to show our commitment to the community, we're offering free car washes for Ohio University students and faculty, as well as college grad discounts with all of our new brands. But that's not all. We provide free concierge service for faculty. We'll pick up your vehicle and drop it back off after service. Take advantage of our leases at under $200 per month. Come visit us on North Columbus Road, less than 5 minutes from campus, or online at visithughwhite.com. And remember, if the deal is right, it must be Hugh White.
Whether you're coming to Athens to root on the Bobcats, visiting friends and family, or just in town for business, the Hampton Inn in Athens wants to be your home away from home. With 86 sparkling rooms, complimentary high-speed internet, hot breakfast served each morning, and a spa and business center, you can expect a great night's stay with service that will bring you back. Visit us on the web at hamptoninn.com. That's hamptoninn.com. And go Bobcats!
Peyton Dulles leads things off for Bowling Green in game 1 of our doubleheader, top half of the 4th inning. Sam Spinelli, Jay Kermata back with you. Jordan Bose, our producer. First pitch of the inning to Dulles, called a strike, 0-1. Dulles flied out to third base her first time up. Should say popped out to third base her first time up. Bailey Sample on deck and Reagan Williamson in the hole. Playing 2 7-inning games on this Friday afternoon. Next pitch is Dulles leaves it outside. It's a ball, 1-1. Cole's ready inside the circle, the 1-1. Slapped slowly on the ground, charging Paoli. Gloves, throws in time for out number 1. Paoli's been pretty active at third base today, Sam.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier that this Bowling Green offense was a force to be reckoned with, but I think that the Bobcats offense is quite similarly a force to be reckoned with. They both have pretty much done their best of their ability to their jobs today and are giving each other a pretty hard time at the plate.
Yeah, we've been, I'd go as far as to say a little bit of a pitcher's duel as well. So far through 3 full innings, and here in the top half of the 4th as Bailey Sample fouls one behind home plate, out of play. Counts 0-1. I mean, Mackenzie Cole's done a great job, just allowed, both teams have only, I should say both pitchers, have only allowed 2 hits. There's only been 1 run this far.
Yeah, she's really stepped up to the plate, no pun intended.
The 0-1. Hit on the ground foul, third base line. 0-2. I guess if the pitchers would technically step inside the circle instead of the plate.
It was a softball reference.
Yeah, no, I got it. That's why we keep you around, Sam.
Oh, absolutely.
The 0-2 pitch. Fouled. Back to the backstop. Still 0-2. Bailey Sample, a freshman who, without a doubt, has started the year, I should say, has started her career off on a hot note. Not many freshmen can say they began their season with an 8-game hit streak. The 0-2 upstairs.
I remember reading about her and just being really, really surprised by her stats as a freshman. She's had 2 home runs already this season. A great addition to the Falcons roster.
Talking to Coach Willis before the game, and I said, for a freshman to be in the lineup and for someone like her to have these kinds of numbers, that makes her pretty special. And Willis said, yeah, special for sure. Swung on and missed. Cole gets her to chase high and wide. Strikeout number 4 for Mackenzie Cole. And of the last 5 batters that Cole has seen, she struck out 3. And of the last 8 batters that Cole has seen, she struck out half of them. Reagan Williamson, the catcher, 0 for 1 today. Looks at a pitch off the plate, 1-0. That's one thing, too, that Kenzie Rorick was telling us. She said, you know, the one thing, our pitching numbers may not be great, but the non-conference that we faced, and after losing a pitch or two due to a torn ACL for the year, foul tip back at the plate, 1-1. She said, no, you know, I told my pitchers, you've seen the worst of it. I mean, the storm has come and gone. I mean, you face some really talented teams, and that's only going to make these pitchers better.
I think that definitely helped them coming into this MAC play. It really helped them to make the team stronger as a whole, and Cole is playing some of her best softball, I'd argue, right now.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, she's a great pitcher, Mackenzie Cole. Better person. But again, this whole team was put through the ringer in non-conference play. They saw Georgia twice, Kentucky. Here's the 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2.
App State was in that mix too.
Yeah, and I mean, even though the Bobcats beat Marshall, I mean, still Marshall's a tough team. Ohio State now ranked 23. But I mean, yeah, 2-2 the count, 2 down, nobody on. Here's the pitch, high and wide, ball 3. Bowling Green's going to get to see Michigan next week.
I think it's great for these MAC teams to play against the bigger teams in conferences like the Big Ten.
Yeah, Miami just took down Michigan. So who knows, maybe these Falcons can make some noise up in Ann Arbor as well. 3-2 count, 2 down, 1-0 ball game, Ohio on top. The payoff, yanked foul all the way to the left and hit the base of Bob Wren Stadium's right center field wall. Nobody on for BG. 3-2 count, 2 outs. Top half of the 4th inning and a 1-0 Ohio lead on the Falcons. Cole sets. She's ready. The payoff pitch. Another foul back to the backstop. Williamson staying alive. Looking for her first hit today. Mackenzie Cole 1 pitch away from sitting down the Falcons in order 3 straight innings. The full count pitch. Ball 4 just misses. Boos ring around OSF, and maybe rightfully so. Mackenzie Cole's first walk today.
Sorry, I was just going to say the crowd did not like that call. Very loud boos from the stadium right now.
Yeah, those that are here today, braving the upper 40s, low 50s, but a wind chill that maybe takes us to the lower 40s. They're surviving it. First pitch to Lexi Carver, the righty, ruled the strike, 0-1. It's the first base runner for Bowling Green since the 1st inning. The 0-1 deal. Too high.
Bowling Green definitely needed to get a runner back onto the bases to kind of bring that morale up and get that energy going again.
Yeah, they had 2 singles back in the first, but Greta Lesperance was caught stealing by Brooke Rice for the first time this year, and Bailey Sample had a single, but that's it for BG. Ball thrown high and wide, 2-1. Lexi Carver grounded out to third her first time up back in the 2nd, where Analia Paoli's been pretty active in the hot corner so far today defensively. The 2-1. Another pitch high and outside and upstairs. And Kenzie Rorick out of the third base dugout. She wants to have a chat with Cole, just to calm her down, nothing crazy. Puts her left hand on Cole's right shoulder and her right hand on Brooke Rice's left shoulder. Infielders get together. Meanwhile, those outfielders just walking around by themselves, trying to stay warm. It's out in right field, Tori Walker jumping up and down.
I'm sure with that wind chill out there in the outfield, it is pretty cold.
It's blowing in their faces for sure.
Oh,
luckily,
yeah.
we have a wall behind us. But, I mean, you look at these Ohio flags that are stationed on either side of the bleachers, they're pretty active. American flag is active, too, down the left field line in Ohio's bullpen. Winds a blowing. Here's the 3-1 to Lexi Carver. Strike call outside portion of the plate. And another payoff pitch coming up for Mackenzie Cole. Runner on first. 2 gone for BG. Ohio 1, Bowling Green nothing. Top half of the 4th. Cole's ready. The payoff pitch. Popped her up, but this one is spinning foul into the bleacher seats. And almost hit the top of the head of Bowling Green parent off to our right. Don't look up. Don't look up.
I feel like that's the most nerve-wracking thing. You're just like, cover your head and hope for the best.
Sometimes you need to look up, or else you're going to get clobbered.
This is very true.
The full count pitch. Swung on and missed. Cole gets out of it. And Ohio's lead stays 1-0. We head to the bottom half of the 4th. Bobcats grab the bats after this on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
If you're traveling to a game, a weekend road trip, or just around town, you need to stop at Go-Mart. You'll find a Go-Mart open 24 hours a day right off the interstate or right off Main Street in your local community. You can refuel your ride with quality gasoline and also yourself with popular snacks, drinks, and more. We're making it easy to keep up with your busy schedule by keeping you on the go. Go-Mart is the proud sponsor of Ohio Bobcat football.
Go for good times. Go for Go-Mart.
Jumpstart your day at the Fairfield Inn & Suites in Athens. Enjoy complimentary hot breakfast, then unwind on our beautiful outdoor patio, which includes a gas fire pit and barbecue grill. Conveniently located on East State Street, just a short drive from the Ohio University campus and uptown Athens, the Fairfield Inn & Suites is situated near many shopping and dining venues. At the Fairfield Inn & Suites, you're our #1 priority. Call 740-589-5839 to book your next visit to Athens, or find us online at fairfieldinn.com.
Game 1 of 2 between Ohio and Bowling Green. Bottom half of the 4th inning, halfway home here in Athens. Bobcats 1, Bowling Green nothing. As Megan McMenemy, who homered her first go-around, steps in. Analia Paoli on deck and Sophia Bernard in the hole for Ohio. 3, 4, 5 hitters for the Bobcats after they had 1 hit. They left 1 on base back in the 3rd. They left Yasmin Logan stranded on 3rd base after a leadoff single as McMenemy leaves a low pitch for ball 1. McMenemy, 5th year out of Westerville, Ohio. Bats left. Peyton Gottschall still inside the circle. The pitch is nubbed at the end of the bat. 1-1. And remember asking Kenzie Roark, I said, you know, McMenemy enjoyed one of her best years at Ohio State. They won 30 games each season. They went to the NCAA tournament both years, too. She was a contributor. So why Ohio? Coach Roark just said, you know, I think Megan just wanted to challenge outside her comfort zone, and Ohio's that. Bouncing ball back to Gottschall at the circle. Gloves, throws out McMenemy. And 1 up, 1 down here in the 4th. And why not, Sam? You know, you've already accomplished what you really wanted to accomplish somewhere. So why not go somewhere new and try to achieve, I guess, a different challenge?
I think it's great that she wanted to take her talents to Ohio, bring a new challenge for herself, and even help out this team here. And so far, it seemed to really work.
Analia Paoli at the plate, 0 for 1 today. Popped out to 3rd her first time up. The pitch. Turns on it. Inside jam job. Bounces twice in front of the shortstop. Sample. Throws to first. Not in time. Oh, Paoli beats out the throw. The inside jam job worked a little bit with a 1-out single. Sample just didn't charge. She waited for that one to bounce to her, and it winds up biting her a bit. Sophia Bernard, the DP, 0 for 1 today. Popped out in foul grounds to the catcher, Williamson. So Ohio with back-to-back innings, a runner on first base. 1 gone, home half of the 4th. Ohio up 1-0 on Bowling Green. The pitch is lifted, right field line, hooking out of play. Foul. 0-1 to the DP.
And you saw the first baseman there really had to reach for that ball and just couldn't get it done in time.
Sophia Bernard seeing the ball well. Kenzie Rourke saying her approach is great against our pitchers sometimes, and maybe she second guesses herself against other pitchers. Pops up left side. Third baseman Gonzalez in the coach's box makes the catch for out number 2. And 2 pop-outs today for the DP, Sophia Bernard. 2 gone for Ohio, home half of the 4th. Tori Walker approaches the plate. Struck out on a 2-2 count back in the 2nd inning. And Peyton Gottschall has thrown, even though she allowed a home run back in the 1st inning, I mean, she's pitched a gem today. 5 strikeouts, the pitch, high and wide. She's pitched great. The 3 hits, only one of them cost her a run. Just her counterpart, Mackenzie Cole's pitched fantastic too for Ohio. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Runner breaks for second base. The throw down not in time. It's kicked into shallow right field, and Paoli doesn't see it. Instead, she stays at second base. Kenzie Rourke was pointing, saying, hey, 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 ball's loose. Walker swung through that pitch. Counts even 1-1. But Paoli has given Walker the opportunity here. If Walker finds some green, Paoli has a chance to score. 2 gone, bottom of the 4th. Ohio hanging on 1-0 against Bowling Green. Slapped down the ground to third with a backhand. Gonzalez fields and throws out Tori Walker. Bobcats in back-to-back innings leave one stranded in scoring position after a hit. We head to the 5th. Ohio 1, Bowling Green 0 on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, this is Jared Dean with Dean Heating and Cooling. As your local Tempstar dealer, you can experience superior home comfort with Tempstar game-changing technology. Whether you need a fall tune-up or a midwinter repair call, our expert technicians will make sure your heating system is running at peak performance. Count on Dean Heating and Cooling and Tempstar to keep you cozy all winter long. Find us online at deanheatingandcooling.com and go Cats!
Voice of the Bobcats, Russ Eisenstein, on behalf of David White Services, the largest heating and cooling dealer in Southeast Ohio. They've been the choice of thousands for over 45 years. Offering the most efficient Lennox heat pumps, air conditioners, and furnaces, David White Services can save you money on your heating and cooling bills.
Thanks, Russ. I'm David White.
And I'm Esther White Thomas, inviting you to call us today to schedule a free estimate for heating and cooling or a new gas fireplace.
David White Services is a proud sponsor of Ohio Bobcat Athletics.
Headed to the 5th at OSF. Ohio 1, Bowling Green 0. Alongside Sam Spinelli, Jay Cremata with you. Jordan Bose producing our stream today. And thanks so much to you for making us part of your workday today. Bowling Green 2 hits, no runs. Ohio 3 hits, 1 run. Sophie Weber, Peyton Ham, Madison Hendricks due up. 6, 7, 8 batters this inning for Bowling Green. Facing Mackenzie Cole, who in the last 3 innings has only allowed 1 walk. Bowling Green's offense, they had 2 singles in the first, and that's about it. The pitch, strike call, 0-1. But yeah, Sam, Cole's had a great day.
Absolutely. It's great to see her almost stepping out of her comfort zone, I'd say, and really just giving it all she's got, and it's worked. She's only allowed 1 walk today, and she's stepping up to the same talents as Peyton and putting up a great fight.
Yeah. 5 strikeouts so far for Cole, just 1 walk. Utilizing her defense, too. Her defense has been there for her as well. They've made some great plays. Here's the 0-1. High. 1-1. Sophie Weber was just 1 for 7 in the NIU series. She did have an RBI in Game 3, though. However, her last 9 games, she's 10 for 21. It's hot. The 1-1 is slapped on the ground to short. McMenemy gloves, throws high to spot check, but in time. 6-3 put out and a one up, one down situation in the top half of the 5th inning for Bowling Green. Peyton Ham, the right fielder, 0 for 1 today, flying out to right field her first time up. Peyton Ham, 5'7" senior, Crestwood, Kentucky native. First pitch to her, swing and a miss. Good pitch by Cole. But Peyton Ham's probably, earlier this year, she had an at-bat and a moment that she'll probably always remember for the rest of her life. A walk-off grand slam against Pitt back in February. The pitch, outside. Very rare does that happen. So I'm sure that's something the senior will always remember. Walking it off against former Ohio coach Jody Hermanic. Here's the 1-1. Pops her up behind the second base bag. Who's got it? The second baseman, Juhas, squeezes. 2 up, 2 down for Bowling Green here in the 5th. And Sam, an offense that's, they're average this year. That's a team that hit 282. Not so much this game. Cole's done a very nice job up to this point.
I'm actually surprised. I thought there would be way more hits coming out of that Falcon team, but like you said, Cole's putting up a hell of a fight.
Hendricks at the plate, 0 for 1 today. She struck out swinging her first time up. Swings through the first pitch, 0-1. Righty on righty matchup. Hendricks, 250 hitter this year. The pitch, swing and a miss. Chases upstairs. 2 gone for BG, top half of the 5th. Sound like a broken record saying it. It's 1-0 Ohio. If you're just joining us, Megan McMenemy, solo shot to right center field. The 0-2, whoa. All the way to the backstop, and Kenzie Cole flashes a smile to Brooke Rice. That one got away from her. Hendricks, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Slapped on in the gap to left center field. Allie England dives and makes the catch. Oh, what a play by the senior. Ranged over to her right in the gap, laid out to make the catch. We head to the home half of the 5th. Bobcats grab the bats after this on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Okay, people, we all know what's at stake in this game. Zoe, what's at stake?
Our futures.
Our futures. And is anything gonna keep us from achieving our goal?
No way.
Because what do we have?
The plan.
Ohio's 529 plan. Because in this family, how do we play the college savings game?
Tax-free.
And where do we play it?
I don't know, Daddy.
That's okay, Pumpkin.
Want to win at college savings? Go to collegeadvantage.com/Bobcats.
Together is a wonderful place to be. That's why CareSource is devoted to keeping you and your family healthy and happy. We promise you not only reliable health care, but also a helping hand with whatever your family needs to succeed. It's why more moms in Ohio choose CareSource for Medicaid than all other plans combined. Things only get better when we work together. And together, there's nothing we can't do. We are one. Learn more at caresource.com.
Brooke Rice, Yasmin Logan, and Lauren Juhas lead off this home half of the 5th for Ohio. Bobcats 1, Bowling Green 0. Ohio's solo home run by Megan McMenemy has been the only run in this game. McMenemy scorched her 2nd homer of the year out to right center field to start us out. And Brooke Rice, 0 for 1 today with the strikeout back in inning number 2. Game 1 of our doubleheader. Glad you're with us as Rice looks upstairs for strike 1. And the fifth-year righty ready at the plate. Gottschall ready in the circle. The 0-1 kick is outside for ball one. Rice in the first 13 games this year, she was hitting nearly 400. Isn't that something? She was 13 for 34. Looks at a strike upstairs this time, 1-2. We've just been saying that this is her best year offensively by far. She's just not afraid. She's not pressing as much. Kenzie Roark told us earlier. Trying to get something going for Ohio here. The 1-2. She chases upstairs for strike three. She's gone down on strikes twice today. Peyton Gottschall's 6th strikeout. I mean, Gottschall, even though she's behind in this game 1-0, she has pitched fantastic. I mean, sometimes great pitchers leave one up just a little too much, and a good hitter takes advantage. That's just what happened to her as Logan looks at a strike upstairs, 0-1.
All you need is one good pitch, and that's what McMenemy did and made something happen.
Yeah, and I mean, the way she's responded since then, too, has been remarkable. I mean, just 2 hits since, and she has struck out 5 batters after giving up that home run. It's all about how you respond in those instances, Sam. As she misses upstairs, the count's full, or I should say the count's even, 1-1.
Absolutely, because sometimes those can really tear you down and kind of destroy your mentality for the rest of the game and affect how you play. So it's good to see that she didn't let that affect the way that she's playing so far.
The 1-1. Strike outside corner. She's mixing up her pitches, hitting her spots. Coach Willis loves her. Had nothing but great things to say about how special she is, what she does inside the circle, how mentally tough she is. The 1-2 fouled as Logan stays alive at the plate. And interesting too about Yasmin Logan, initially the coaches wanted her at first. But she's so athletic, I mean, she's so crucial to the outfield. Her speed can sneak up on you. The 1-2, high and in. Logan bent it on the way backwards onto that one. And I feel like sometimes that sneaks up on some opponents where all of a sudden you just see her motoring and you go, whoa, she's fast.
I couldn't even imagine her in the infield. That's crazy.
2-2's the count. Here it comes. Outside, just misses as Gottschall flashes a smile back to home plate. 3-2 count, one away for Ohio in the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 ball game. Ohio on top of Bowling Green. The 3-2. Ball 4. That's the first walk today for Peyton Gottschall. And just her 15th walk this season. That's unbelievable.
I know Gottschall will not take that walk lightly.
I mean, that ball 3 call literally just missed. Not by much. 1 out, 1 on first. Yasmin Logan's been on base twice today as Juhas pops one up behind home plate, and Williamson makes the catch for out number 2. And now we're back topside with Ohio's Allie Inglet at the plate. 2 gone, 1 on. 1-0 game. Ohio out in front of Bowling Green. Inglet 0 for 2 today. She's flied out twice to left field. Peyton Gottschall, the right-hander, sets the pitch. Runner breaks for second base. It's a strike. The throw down to second's not in time. And Yasmin Logan has 2 stolen bases today.
Like you mentioned, Jake, in the outfield, she's fast, but running those bases, she's faster. She's done that twice today.
Yeah, they really love her speed, and it just, Sam, she just makes it look easy. That's what Kenzie Roark told us too yesterday. So I asked her, I said, why do you trust her in the lineup? She said, because of her speed. She's able to get on base, and then she's lethal for us on the base paths. Inglet looks outside, counts even, 1-1.
if I was Bowling Green, she's one of those people that I would not want to make it to the bases because on her speed alone, she could just get plenty of runs.
Well, she's set up for Allie Inglet, who needs to find some green here. The 1-1 leaves it high. Spot checks on deck. Should Inglet reach? Two balls and a strike. Gottschall rocks and fires. Off the plate, never mind, that's a strike. And the lefty from Long Beach, California, steps back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Ohio 1, Bowling Green nothing, bottom of the 5th. Here it comes. Inglet skies it to straightaway, dead center field. Les Perrance there in front of the track makes the catch. And Inglet falls to 0-3 today on 3 straight flyouts. Bobcats leave another runner in scoring position for the 3rd consecutive inning. Up 1-0 on BG. We step aside on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Get your ice cold Bud Light Seltzer Hip. Even though you can't go to the game, doesn't mean the game can't be brought to you now, Hip. Just go to budlight.com/delivery. That's budlight.com/delivery.
Give me 2 mangoes.
Coming at you. It's a little short. Ow. Sorry. You know what? I'm just going to walk them over to you.
Whenever there's a game to watch, there's a Bud Light there. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, and Bud Light Seltzer. IRC Beer in Texas, St. Louis, Missouri.
Plan your next visit to stand up and cheer for your Ohio Bobcats in Athens County, Ohio. Visit AthensOhio.com, the best resource for where to eat, where to stay, where to shop, and where to play. Athens County is home to countless trails and outdoor activities. Enjoy mountain biking, kayaking, rock climbing, and hiking. Find your own adventure. Cruise the Hockhocking Adena Bikeway. Mountain bike the Bailey's Trail System. Hike trails less traveled at Stroud's Run State Park. Or ride 9 thrilling motorcycle routes on Ohio's Windy 9. We can't wait to Athens County, Ohio.
In the 6th, Ohio leads Bowling Green 1-0 as the Falcons' 9-1-2 batters due up. Sarah Gonzalez, Greta Lesperance, and Peyton Dolis all due up this inning for the visiting Bowling Green Falcons, wearing white tops, orange bottoms. Ohio in their home whites. First pitch to Gonzalez, upstairs, strike 1. We've had a great pitcher's duel in this one. Fantastic. Mackenzie Cole, 5 strikeouts. She's allowed 2 Bowling Green hits. Peyton Gottschall, 6 strikeouts. She's allowed 3 hits. Another swing and a miss. Gottschall's only walked 1 batter. And Cole's only walked 1 batter. If you love pitching, today's your day. As Cole sets the 0-2. High. 1-2. In fact, I mean, game 2 should be interesting when it comes to who we're going to pick for the circle. The 1-2, fouled off to the right. Count stays. I mean, do you dare think about keeping both of these 2 in? The 1-2 deal. Swung on and missed. 6 Ks for Mackenzie Cole. Greta Lesperance, 1 for 2 today. Singled in the first. And showed bunt her last time up. It was ruled fair, and Brooke Rice threw her out. And I don't think Lesperance was convinced enough that it was actually fair. And the slap hitter looks at a first pitch, strike. In fact, Bowling Green's lone 2 hits came from Lesperance and Bailey Sample back in the first inning. Infield's in, the next pitch. Outside, it misses. All-MAC defensive teamer last year. L'Esperance, NFCA All-American Scholar athlete. Academic All-MAC, great kid. Said Coach Willis before today's game. The 1-1, show a bunch, slaps it foul, third base line. 1-2, and now L'Esperance has to swing away.
She comes from a really, really big family. She has 9 brothers and 4 sisters. I have 1 sister, so I can't even imagine what it would be like to have that many siblings.
You're a twin. Right? You're a twin?
I am.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's like 3 additional sisters, isn't it?
I feel like it
all
is.
Thrown upstairs.
I feel like it probably is. A twin can count like 2 or 3.
Well, at least for your parents, gosh.
Yeah.
L'Esperance is only a sophomore. Had a great freshman year. Hit .376. She led the MAC in hits and at bats. 4th highest batting average, too. Hits it in the air. Foul out of play behind Ohio's third base dugout.
And she played all but 1 game last year and started every single game that she played in.
That's one thing Coach Willis said, too, earlier. I mean, she loves how young this team is. They're growing up quickly. They're a fun bunch to be around. The 2-2 upstairs. And a lot of them missed their senior year seasons. Senior year of high school, they missed out on their final year of softball. Without a senior year of softball, and then you march right into Division I. College softball is your first games in however long. Slapped on foul, third base line. I mean, think about that. You haven't played softball in over a year. And your first game since your junior year of high school is a Division I game.
That's got to be a really difficult transition.
Yeah, NCAA Division I game. The 3-2 hit on the ground hard through the left side hole, a base hit. Past Paoli, who dove for it. And Bowling Green's L'Esperance has a multi-hit game, her 8th this year. And that starts something for Bowling Green, their first base runner since the 4th inning. And their first hit since the 1st inning. Peyton Doles, 0 for 2 today, steps in. 1 down, 1 on first. Top half of the 6th, Ohio hanging on 1-0 on BG. Cole's ready, the pitch, low and in. Gotta beware of L'Esperance. She's a steal threat at first. However, Brooke Rice indicated earlier that nothing fears her arm behind the nothing fears her behind the dish.
I was just about to say, we saw what happened last time she tried to steal second.
Wonder if L'Esperance will go again. Caught stealing for the first time this year already today. Outside, just misses from Coling. Kenzie Roark out of the third base dugout. Did not like that ball call one bit. She's still eyeing our home plate umpire behind the dish. Now she'll sit back down on her bucket. Gives the sign to Cole. 2-0's the count. Here it comes. Hit in the air right side. Juhas, the second baseman, under it in shallow right, makes the catch. 2 gone for BG, top half of the 6th. Ohio up 1-0.
It's interesting to watch Brooke Rice right now. You can tell she's getting ready to make that throw to second because Greta's eyeing it.
She looks ready to go. But she was 15 for 15 all year until today. Now she's 15 for 16. Runner aboard first. 2 outs. Bailey Sample at the plate. The pitch. Foul to start. Struck out her first time up, or I should say her last time up. Her 17th hit of the year back in the first inning, she singled.
And Bailey's another really powerful freshman. She was voted her high school's Athlete of the Year last year.
Of course. You look at her numbers now and you just say, of course, you read something like that.
No surprise.
The 0-1, high, wide. The 1-1 delivery. Just misses outside. And now those around here are starting to get a little antsy. You can see Kenzie Roark voicing her displeasure, sitting on her bucket down the third base dugout. 2 balls, 1 strike. L'Esperance on first for BG. Already caught stealing once today. The 2-1 is hit in the air to left. Logan, couple of steps in, makes the catch. Out number 3. L'Esperance, her single. She's stranded, and Ohio headed into the home half of the 6th, leading Bowling Green 1-0. We'll be right back on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Plan your next visit to stand up and cheer for your Ohio Bobcats in Athens County, Ohio. Visit AthensOhio.com, the best resource for where to eat, where to stay, where to shop, and where to play. Athens County is home to countless trails and outdoor activities. Enjoy mountain biking, kayaking, rock climbing, and hiking. Find your own adventure. Cruise the Hockhocking Adena Bikeway. Mountain bike the Bailey's Trail System. Hike trails less traveled at Stroud's Run State Park. Or ride 9 thrilling motorcycle routes on Ohio's Windy 9. We can't wait to see you in Athens County, Ohio.
Two, 3, 4 batters due up for Ohio in the home half of the 6th inning. And the Bobcats clanging on to a 1-0 lead in the bottom half of the 6th with Sam Spinelli, Jay Cremata with you. Jordan Bose, our producer today. As Bobcats looking to improve to 2-2 in conference play. Looking for some insurance runs. Already up 1-0. However, we have a whole other game to play after this, a half hour after we conclude. There is a link to a second stream that we'll tweet out on Ohio Bobcats Twitter, or honestly, you may be able to click on Ohio Bobcat TV's YouTube page and find it. But it will be a whole nother stream, just a programming note for you, as Spacek fouls the first pitch, 0-1. 2 strikeouts today, Sam. She's 0 for 2, pretty uncharacteristic of Carroll.
Yeah, I'm honestly kind of surprised, especially because she has 4 home runs this season, 19 RBIs, 22 hits, and she hasn't made a hit yet so far, so I'm kind of surprised.
Chase is upstairs, and maybe it's because she swings at pitches like that, 0-2. And in fact, Spacek has only seen 6 pitches. Well, now you can make it 8. Oh, 2 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. 7 Ks for Gottschall. 3 of them are Carolyn Spacek today. Megan McMenemy, 1 for 2. Has the lone run in this game. Solo shot to right center. Her second bomb of the year. She grounded out back to Gottschall her last time up. It was a hard shot back to the pitcher. 1 down, nobody on for Ohio in this 1-0 game. The pitch. Strike call, 0-1. Sometimes all you need is 1 swing of the bat to win a game.
That's all you need, and that's what she did. And score is still 1-0.
But Mackenzie Cole's done a fantastic job inside the circle for Ohio. And honestly, Peyton Gottschall for Bowling Green's done great. As McMenemy lifts one foul off to the right.
And when McMenemy played for OSU, she only had 27 of her 144 at-bats were strikeouts.
Yeah, very disciplined hitter. She brings leadership to this team, consistency. Calm kid, too. Just checks all the boxes. The 0-2, foul back to the screen. And it's just easy, too, for her to swing by Athens for a year, play softball, earn a master's degree in coaching education. It's a great program here, and a lot of athletes choose to do it when they have that 5th year or they redshirt. I mean, why not? Get yourself a master's degree and get on out of here. or stay. You choose. The 0-2 leaves it off the plate. I mean, if the master's degree is presented to you, you might as well, right?
I would. I definitely would. Why not play softball while doing it?
Yeah. 1-2's the count to the lefty McMenemy. The pitch. Slapped on the ground, right side. Second baseman Carver gloves, throws to first in time. 4-3 put out, 2 up, 2 down for Ohio here in the bottom half of the 6th. And that brings up Analia Paoli. Singled back in the 4th inning. She comes up to the plate with everyone's head bobbing to the heavy metal music. That is her walk-up song.
I love what their walk-up songs say about their personalities. I always love hearing what they choose.
Yeah, they're all something. I'll say that. It does definitely bring out the personality behind the student athlete. First pitch high and outside, 1-0. But Paoli singled back in the 4th, also recorded a stolen base. Her 22nd hit of the year, ties her for the team high with Spacek. The 1-0, it's a strike. Inside, 1-1. Paoli has recorded 6 multi-hit games this year, looking for her 7th. The 1-1, it's on the ground to third, foul.
If anybody could crack a home run right here, it's Paoli. She broke her high school's home run record and was once number 2 in the state of Pennsylvania for home runs hit.
Yeah, very good prep career. Hence why she got the eyes of Kenzie Roark and this Bobcat coaching staff. 1-2 count, 2 outs, nobody on for Ohio. Here it comes. Off the plate, strike 3 call. Yikes. If you say so. We go to the 7th. Ohio leads 1-0 on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
You got your go-tos, your standbys, even your favorites. But the beefy, cheesy burgers at McDonald's take you back to where it all began. Your Bite Zero, when you first tasted what a burger should be like. 2 perfectly seasoned beef patties stacked with a single slice of melty cheese on a golden bun. Now at McDonald's, get 2 McDouble burgers for $3. Whatever it is to you, classics are classics for a reason. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
At People's Bank, our vision is to be the best community bank in America. We focus on building relationships with our clients and offering cutting-edge financial products. People's Bank is proud to support the local communities in which we work and live. This is Ashley Brown, People's Bank Vice President and Regional Manager, and we would love a chance to earn your business. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Home half, I should say visitors half of the 7th, 2 up. Mackenzie Cole looking to register her another complete game. And sit down Bowling Green and put this one in the books. Ohio 1, Bowling Green 0. BG's Reagan Williamson due up first. She skies one foul off to the right. Lexi Carver on deck, Sophie Weber in the hole. These 3 are are Bowling Green's last chance to extend game 1. We will play a game 2 a half hour after this one concludes. Mackenzie Cole's pitched awesome today. The 0-1. Inside jam job over the pitcher's circle. Gloved by McMenemy. Throws to first in time. Great play by the shortstop. Just over the outreached hand of the pitcher Cole. McMenemy with a great read off the bat too.
They're making it hard for BG to get on these bases today.
Yeah. Bowling Green 2 hits back in the 1st. Then Cole walked a batter in the 4th. And Greta L'Esperance singled in the 6th. And that's it for BG. Lexi Carver at the dish. Cole misses up and into her. 1-0. Falcons 2 outs away. Or I should say Bobcats 2 outs away from improving to 2-2 in conference play. And if they can win game 2, they would notch the series. Low from Cole, 2-0. But however, this Falcons team, they can change this game one swing of the bat.
Absolutely, it's going to be an exciting couple pitches right here.
Tell you what, their first base dugout is
electric.
Loud, rowdy, screaming on the top of their lungs. The 2-0 lined into left field, down in front of Yasmin Logan, and a one-out single for Lexi Carver here in the 7th. Lexi Carver's 13th hit this year. She's now 1 for 3 in game 1. That brings up Sophie Weber, 0 for 2 today. Struck out back in the 2nd and grounded out to short back in the 5th. Seems like we're going to have a pinch runner here for Bowling Green.
Now, Jake, with the way that Cole has been playing today, do you think we'll see a pitcher change in the next game?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, that's something the coaches are going to have to think about. I mean, you might as well toss and throw Kofeld out there. See where our pinch runner is here. 32 for 22. Did I get that right? Well, Sophie Weber's at the dish. She's 0 for 2 today. I believe it's Marley McNulty, the sophomore from LaGrange, Ohio, into pinch run for Bowling Green. First pitch up and in to Sophie Weber. Did I get that right? Number 2, or 3 rather?
Yes, that is 3 on first base.
So that's McNulty. Coach Willis down the third base line vocally yells out something. Didn't get a read on what it was exactly. The 1-0, high and wide, 2-0.
I think it was a really good idea for the Falcons to put Marley in there. She was 85 for 85 in stolen base attempts during her high school career.
At Keystone. Very prominent program up in Northeast Ohio, out in the country. Let's just say they won a lot. The 2-0, strike call, outside portion of the plate, 2-1. One up, should say one down for Bowling Green. Top of the 7th, Ohio hanging on 1-0 here at OSF. Bobcats need 2 outs to shut the door here in game 1. The 2-1, pops her up. Left side, a little down the third base line, and Paoli calls off Rice to make the catch. That out was huge.
1 down, 2 down, 1 to go.
2 down for Peyton Ham. 0 for 2 today. Flied out to right, popped out to second. Runner aboard first base. That's the tying run for Bowling Green here in the 7th. Megan McMenemy's solo shot to right center has been our lone run today. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good start for Mackenzie Cole. 0-1. 6 strikeouts for Cole, 1 walk today. She's allowed 4 hits now. Looking for a shutout. The 0-1. Upstairs. 1-1. Cole eyes up Roark. The 1-1 delivery. In the air to left center field. Ranging back is Englet at the track. It's off the top of the wall. Around third, McNulty. She's going to try to score the game-tying run, and she does without a throw. A clutch double from Peyton Ham. And we are tied up at 1.
Things just got really interesting.
She does it with 2 outs on a 1-1 count. And the go-ahead run on second base for BG. And Madison Hendricks at the plate. 0 for 2 today, strikeout and a fly out to dead center. How about these Falcons? The pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say Hendricks just needs a good hit, and she's going to win it for the Falcons. Sorry.
The 0-1. Another hack and miss. Hendricks down to her last strike. With a runner on second base, the potential go-ahead for BG. Bobcats have to grab the bats anyway. The 0-2. High and wide. With their backs up against the wall. Bowling Green. 2 outs and a runner on first. Peyton Ham's RBI double. Seals at least another half inning for these Falcons with the potential for extras. Why not here in game one, right? The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Cole gets out of the jam. Bowling Green ties it with a 2-out RBI double. Home half of the 7th coming up. Bobcats look to walk it off after this on the Ohio Sports Network from Learfield.
Warehouse Tire in Athens is your locally owned and operated auto and truck tire center. At Warehouse Tire, we focus on customer service with a professional staff and a huge inventory of wheels and tires for a variety of applications, including farm and industrial. We feature top brands including Michelin, BF Goodrich, and Uniroyal. Warehouse Tire is also a full-service auto service shop. Let us help with all of your under-vehicle maintenance, including brakes, shocks, struts, and alignments. Visit Warehouse Tire on Hebbardsville Road in Athens or online at warehousetireinc.com.
Ticket Smarter is glad we are back to holding live events. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or on the app. Buying tickets at TicketSmarter will help support children in need. For every ticket transaction on TicketSmarter, $1 will be donated to a children's charity. TicketSmarter is proud to be the official ticketing partner of Ohio University Athletics. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
Bobcats get last at bats. Home half of the 7th, we are tied up at 1. Sophia Bernard, Tori Walker, Brooke Rice all due up this inning against Peyton Gottschall, who sat 3 up and 3 down back in the 6th inning. She's pitched fantastic. However, the Bobcats, in 3 of the last 4 innings, they've left a runner stranded in scoring position. Yasmin Logan back in the 3rd. She was left on 3rd. Paoli with 1 out was stranded at 2nd. And Yasmin Logan again with 1 out was left on 2nd. Bernard 0 for 2 today. The pitch. Skies it foul near the Bob Wren Stadium right field wall. 0-1. We've had a young boy today that's chased down, I think, 100% of our foul balls. He's going to sleep great tonight.
At least he's warm.
Gottschall sets the 0-1. Outside. Counts even. Thanks for making us a part of your workday today. Hopefully you're being somewhat productive while tuning in. We won't tell your boss. Gottschall's ready, the 1-1. Another foul behind home plate and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You could put this broadcast up almost like a podcast and just get some work done around your house.
For sure. We're really alongside Sam Spinelli, Jay Cremata with you. Jordan Bowes, our producer. Righty on righty matchup, the 1-2. In the air, right side, out of play. Now you wonder, how's Ohio softball going to respond? Literally Bowling Green with their backs up against the wall, 2 outs, and a runner on first. A clutch double off the guess you could say the fencing in left center field. A near home run. Up and in, ball 2. I mean, that was a potential wind gust away from being a 2-run home run. And the wind is pushing it out there today, at least a little bit. The 2-2. Hit on the ground, hard to second. Bad hop for Carver into right center field for a base hit. Instead, it's going to be an E4 on Carver. Boy, that was a scorcher save.
On first and no outs. The Bobcats have plenty of time to bring her home.
Plenty of time, and a pinch runner on first base coming for Ohio. Emily Walker is on the base paths. So this is big, Sam. So that E4 with no outs. And Tori Walker at the plate, 0 for 2 today. Brooke Rice on deck. 2 very hot bats for Ohio.
What's great about this is Tori's sister's on first base right now. She could bring her sister home for the winning run.
And what a cool moment that would be. Tori Walker specifically coming to Ohio after a gap year. Played the 2020 season at Winthrop. Took a year off and decided I want to play softball. I've never played with my sister before. I had a great year where I hit 277, could make a case, could create an opportunity for myself, and she has, and she's a consistent part of this lineup. The pitch outside for strike 1. Kenzie Rourke saying earlier, I mean, she got the opportunity at Georgia. She grabbed that opportunity by the throat and hasn't let go. A couple of players got sick. An injury also happened, and thus Walker stepped up, and she hasn't looked back. The 0-1. Yanks it foul all the way to Bob Wren Stadium's right center field. She straightens that up, Sam. Ball game. 0-2.
Her career at Winthrop, too. She only had 37 of 293 at-bats struck out. So we could see a really powerful hit from here.
Now, all he needs is a little one. No outs, runner on first base. That's the game-winning run here in the home half of the 7th. 1-1 tie. The pitch. Off the plate. Good waste-away pitch by Gottschall. She struck out Walker once today, and Walker grounded out to third.
Yeah, I'll check this
1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Walker breaks for second base, and she's in there safely, rather. So Emily Walker. Now it's second base as Tori Walker goes down on strikes. 9th strikeout today for Gottschall. And Brooke Rice, who has struck out twice today, steps in with the winning run at second base. Rice punches one in the gap. This game's over. The pitch. Outside and away for ball 1.
And Emily's been charging hard this whole time to try and keep stealing those bases. When she was over at first, she was really looking to steal second, and she did.
It was a close call.
It was very close, but she did.
But she made it. Ohio's had a heyday on the base paths with Williamson behind the dish. The pitch. Strike call inside. 1-1. I mean, that's 3 stolen bases for Ohio in this game, and that's quite a bit of stolen bases.
Yeah, and like you mentioned before, the Bobcats have had a lot of their players on the bases. We just haven't had the opportunity to bring them home.
The 1-1 leaves it high. Just 1 down for Ohio in the winning run at second base. Bowling Green with 2 outs and a runner on first base. Got an RBI double to tie it up. In the top portion of here of the 7th, the pitch. Swing and a miss by Rice. inning got going, Sophia Bernard reached first base on an error by Carver, the second baseman. Hard hit shot right to her, and it rolled up her sleeve and into the outfield. The 2-2. Outside, just misses. And Rice has worked a full count. Runner on second, one down. Winning run on second. 1-1 tie, bottom of the 7th. And a big spot for the 5th year out of Mason, Ohio. The pitch. Yanks it foul left side. Stakes are high now. Game 1 of our doubleheader.
Nothing higher than a full count.
The 3-2. Ball 4. Runners now on first and second, but it's that runner on second that really matters most. Just a second walk today for Gottschall. Yasmin Logan, 1 for 1 today with a single. She also walked back in the 5th. And another pinch runner in for Ohio. Tori O'Brien. Emily Walker's at second. She's pinch running for Sophia Bernard. So remember that. Walker on second, O'Brien now at first. Yasmin Logan at the plate, and the sophomore stands 5'5", and Coach Willis out at the circle to pull in her infield to talk about this one a little bit. This is a big spot for the sophomore.
This is getting to be a really exciting game. 1 out, 2 runners on bases, and I know Peyton did not just want to walk that girl. I'm sure that's definitely not what she wanted to have happen, with only her second walk of the day being in the bottom of the 7th inning when the Bobcats could capitalize and win this game.
They do have an out to give as well. So a sacrifice fly wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to advance Walker from second to third. I'd imagine if Logan finds the gap, Coach Roark is sending Walker home. However, if it's a hard line drive right at one of the outfielders, I don't think Roark risks anything. Big spot for Yaz, the 5'5" sophomore out of Pittsburgh. Already a single today. The pitch. Low. Ball 1. And the freshman Lauren Uhas on deck. Bowling Green trying to force extras after a 2-out RBI double that tied this game. And the visitors' portion of the 7th. Literally, their backs up against the wall. The 1-0. Line down the left field line. Fair ball. Here comes Walker around third. She's going to score. Ball game. How about Yaz with the clutch shot down the left field line. And Ohio takes game 1 on the walk-off shot by Yaz. 2-1 winner in game 1. Big shot for the freshman. She stepped up and got it done for Ohio. Gotta love that for her.
Absolutely, and she's only a sophomore. It's great to see that she helped them win this game.
Game 2, half hour from now, new link. You're going to have to find it or go on to Ohio Bobcat SB on Twitter. We'll tweet that one out as well. Half hour from now, we'll be back for Game 2 between Ohio and Bowling Green. 2-1 winner, Ohio takes down Bowling Green in walk-off fashion. We'll be right back after this.